Hey, what's going on, beautiful Jellyfish? It's Tracy. Thanks so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to hang out with me. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my Magic collection and storage. I did one of these, I want to say in like 2018 or 2019, one of those. Not a whole lot has changed, but I kind of just wanted to keep you guys posted. I have kind of a lot of components to kind of show you guys, so let's just kind of hop into it. So first, I guess we'll kind of just really briefly go over my trade binder. This I have downsized, actually. This is like not the same thing that I showed last time, but it's by this, whatever this Dex protection basically. But yeah, this is just like trade binder, you know, whatever. So these are cards that I'm like willing to part with and whatnot. But yeah, I really like this. I like it compact. I feel like it forces me to kind of just, you know, get rid of stuff and all that, you know, keep myself organized. So in this box, this is from Ultra Pro, and I really enjoy this. Basically, I have like a couple of things in here. What is even in here right now? Oh, this is going to be one of my commander decks when I build this. This is going to be Reen, Angel of Rebirth. So these are the pieces that I have for it right now. So I do have this in here so that when I'm trading for cards, I can like put it in here. Not like I have been doing that now because like, you know, all that's going on. And then I have a couple more things in here. In this, this is how I keep track of my hauls. I write down all the cards on this piece of paper. And then I have my tokens of choice, which are by these Inkling Customs, and I absolutely love these. They're like Disney princesses, and they're literally the cutest thing ever. So I have those. I also have just some extra sleeves that are like, if I get a card that's expensive that I want to just put in immediately, I can do that. And then in here, I have extra perfect fits, of course, KMCs, you know. And then I have all my extra Dragon Shield mats. I have never, knock on wood, had a Dragon Shield mat split on me. Ever, and I've been using them for years. So those are definitely the best sleeves that you will ever buy. Not sponsored. That'd be cool. No, I'm not that cool. So I'm definitely not that cool enough to get that kind of sponsorship. But anyways, that is that. And then we have decks. So basically, this is what I have that houses that, which I'll talk about in a second. And then I have two decks that are loose. So basically, this is the Ultimate Guard Super Hive. I absolutely love this. I got this, I feel like 2 years ago. I'm not 100% sure when I got this, but I absolutely love it. I got it in purple. Paul has it in black. And basically, this thing is great. So it holds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It holds 8 decks. It doesn't hold like things like this or things like this, but like these deck boxes, I have two different kinds in here. I have these by Ultimate Guard, and then these are Ultra Pros, and basically like they're the same thing. Like I don't feel like there's comparable like differences between these things, but basically this holds it, and then it has a little like dice pouch on the second, which I guess we'll just talk about while I'm here. So in this, I have my like collection of like purple dice, and then I also have this token that's Oblivion Ring art that my friend Logan gave me, and it's just like this kind of like wood material. And then this I get comments on all the time. This is Shanti Half Genie Hero. This is very weighted and very heavy, which is really great, so I really like this a lot. And then I have my decks, which I'm not going to go through like, you know, in depth or anything like that, but I have Riku, which you guys have been asking for a deck tech on, but like truth be told, it's just not refined and I haven't played it, so like I can't I don't really feel like I can do a deck tech on it because it's just very rough unless you're interested in a very rough deck tech. Then in here I have Macias, aka Mikey Zombies, mono black. I have Zagana 1+1/+1 Merfolk. I have Absent Angel of Hope, board wipe tribal, mono white angel tribal. I have Omnath, Locus of Rage, Mana Acceleration, and lands, basically. Then I have Teysa, token synergies, when things die, triggers. Then I have Alila, which is fairy tribal and tokens. And then I have Mugus, which is sacrifice, which is a very silly, lighthearted, not trying to take yourself too seriously deck. So if you're interested in getting the Super Hive, I 100% recommend this thing. Is great. I love it. And then I have two loose decks that do not fit in there, which is fine. I have Silver Queen, which is Lady Tribal. And then I have my beloved Tassinger. But you haven't seen this. Yeah, this is the best thing ever. It's one of the best things that I own, truthfully. So, that is that. And then the last part of my Magic collection is this. This is from OG Ravnica, maybe, if that sounds correct. But they don't make these boxes as nice as they did. I am having a little bit of splitting. Yeah, like over here, which I can probably just fix with some glue or fix with some tape. But basically what this is Paul and I are building a commander deck. And we're like, we go here first, basically. This is the first place we look. And it's organized right now, and I'm actually like really proud. This thing is like pretty stuffed. I want to say this like marketed itself as holding like 550 cards or something like that. But basically in this first section, I'm going to run through these like pretty quickly because like it's stuffed. But basically this is dual colored. And how I organize it is first by planeswalkers, then enchantments, sorceries, instants. I love these. I need to use these. Seb McKinnon, I love you. And then I have creatures. So this is pretty much the same method of organization that I have throughout. And honestly, this just like works really well. So like pretty much the whole idea of this is like, I'm building a commander deck. I go here, I pull out stuff I want, and that is just basically what I do. Then I have white, so it's like the same format. So it's like planeswalkers, I only just have the one. Then I have enchantments, and then, you know, the whole shebang. So basically, my thought process behind this is like, I'm building a deck. What kind of things do I need? I need a Path to Exile. I need a Swords to Plowshare. I keep cards like that. Cards that I really find myself being like, I really want to, you know, I really want to like use these cards. And this is also cards like that Paul also like wants to hang on to. So for the most part, you know, if one of us wants to keep it, we do. And then if none of us want to keep it, you know, like we just go and we either bulk the card or we put it in our trade binder. So, and there's also cards like that I got signed in here that I'm like, this is cool. This is like a Korean Pia and Karen Nalar. I don't know, what am I going to do with this? I don't know, but it's cool. So I have it. And, you know, these are just like, there's definitely just some like cool like bits and bobs like that. So yeah, this is like a really great way to like be organized and whatnot. These are not cards that I will likely trade. And so basically, let's just say, and there have been instances like this where let's just say, you know, we're doing like a pretty big trade and they don't find anything in our binders or anything like that, and they're over our house. I will let selective people go through this box and take things, because there are some things that are in here that, you know, might, depending on what we want, that might be for trade that we would be willing to like part with. So yeah, that's kind of, you know, how it is. So there's stuff again in here that's just kind of like cool that I'm like, hey, I don't know, maybe one day, like, I'm just really gonna need like a foil, you know, you just, you know, or a foil dispel, like, you just don't know. There might be instances where like you're gonna need that kind of stuff. So, you know, we have like some high, like Psychonoglyph, you know, that's like, you know, money. But then we have some cards that are just like cheap, like Fact or Fiction. But it's like, you know, I just want to have those cards, and then we have them, and then we don't have to worry about like getting them. So I recently went through this and I like decluttered, and I went through and things that we don't really need anymore. You know, I kind of like took care of. And then I have kind of my like crazy Jellyfish collection. So, you know, like, I've just got like some Jellyfish, so, you know, it's casual. So that we're gonna jump to these are lands. We'll jump to those in a minute. But green did not fit because, as you can see, it's pretty thick, because green is the best commander color in my personal opinion. So I have quite a bit of those. I also just have like a lot of these. I'll just have like a lot of duplicates of, like, we went through like cultivates, like we have these because like of course we're gonna need cultivate, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm kind of like at the point where we're not really building anything. Like, this is kind of like very inspiring, and I kind of just really want to like build, you know, stuff. But you know, but anyways, if you're kind of like looking at this and being like, wow, you guys like have a lot of Magic cards. Like, I've been playing Magic since 2012. So that's, you know, been a minute. And, you know, Paul's been playing since like 2013. So, you know, we pulled our collections together and whatnot, and, you know, we've been playing for a while, so. Okay, this is lands, and this is, like, actually pared down. This looks like a lot, and it is a lot, but this is actually pared down. I went through it recently. Oh, and then we have, like, this random stack up here. I don't know what these are, but, you know, they're there, so we're not going to go through this, because I don't know what there is. Okay, this is pretty organized, and I'm actually pretty proud of this. So the first thing we have on top are, fetch lands. Then we go into shock lands. Casually, we have a playset of Overgrown Tombs. I don't know. Command Towers. Reliquary Towers. Opal Palace. Okay, so then we have that. A little happy family. And then we go into Scrylands. So we got New Benalia's, this Void card. Then we have our Temples. And then we have kind of like we just fetch 4 lands, basically. So we have like Myriad Landscape, Ash Barrens, Terramorphic Expanse, E-Wilds. So we have those. Then we have like our land destruction. So we have like Field of Ruins. I bought like a playset of like foil Field of Ruins, and I use like all of them except for this one. And I guess Paul doesn't have a use for it. So there's that. And then I have Warped Landscape, Panorama, Exotic Orchards. These are the like, I don't know what these lands are called, but I have like these lands. Then we have, like, the Buddy Lands is what I think these are called. Casual, like, almost playset of Clifftop Retreats. So we have those. Then we have these, like, 2 or more opponent lands. I don't know. These, like, dual lands, but they're, like, not actually dual lands. You know what I mean? And then we have kind of, like, these, like, you pay 1 and then you get 2 to your pool. We have damage lands. We have a Nykthos. These, like, cash lands where you cash them in and you get something. We have Temple of the False God. Then we have man lands. Bajuka Bogs. Path of Ancestry, Transguild Promenade, Gateway, Plaza, Ruptured Spire, because those are all the same thing. Then we have the charge counter lands. Then we have tri-lands. A continuation. We got more tri-lands. Then we have bounce lands. A bunch of those. I kept a bunch of those for some reason. I don't know why we have so many bounce lands. And then I think this gets into the kind of like final, which these are kind of like the one-off. Like we have like one of them casually. So like Wimber's Heights, you know, like Valakut, Desolate Loot House, Alchemist Refuge, Crows and Verges card's great. You know, like Strip Mine, Sanctum of Ugin, Temple of the False God, that's actually in the wrong spot, but that's fine. You know, Unclaimed Territory, Dark Depths, Bonder's Enclave. I love this card. Why is there Random Forest? Okay, that shouldn't be there. Gavany Township, you know, whatever. I don't know, there's 2 Random Forests there, which is wild. Don't understand. I'll put those back over here. And then we have the artifacts. So, you know, nice stack of those. And the first section are artifacts that get you mana, basically. So this is actually the last soul ring that we have to our name. We don't have any more soul rings, so we actually will need to buy some. So we have those. We got Thought Vessels. We got 1 Chromatic Lantern as an extra. Traveler's Amulet, Darksteel Ingots, Armorly Spheres, you know, Manoliths, Expedition Maps, which I want to say, did I buy a playset of these? No, I think I bought, and I actually had an extra of this in the foil, so casually we have that. Then we have kind of like the things that cost less, and then we have like the diamond cards, which I really like these for like monocolored decks. Then we have the signets, the crystals, then we have the talismans, the lockets, and then I think that's it for like mana stuff. And now we get into just like the other artifacts that like do things like Howling Mines and like Venser's Journals and Tormod Crypt's Cage Suns. Then this is kind of like the buff your stuff. Buff your stuff. Cage Suns. We got Hall of Triumph, Icon of Ancestry, Hero's Podium. And then we get into the equipments. Skullclamp, Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, you know. Got a bunch of those because those go in like every commander deck, you know what I mean? I'm not really like a big equipment person, but like I run those, you know? And then we just have, you know, other equipments and stuff like that. Then we get into creatures that are artifacts. They go here. you know, we got like solemns. You know, I like how we have like, I guess they're not really 3 different solemns, but like, you know, those. Creepy Doll, Psychosis Crawler, Palladium Mirror, Emacruel. Why do we have this? We can't run this in Commander. I don't understand. We only play Commander. I guess we have to put that in our binder. LOL. Cool. Okay, now the rest of the stuff's pretty boring. So we have, like, here are, like, just tokens that we've, like, kept onto and, like, emblems and stuff for some reason. And then we have some wastes, plains, mountains, forests, which we'll put these forests back. Then we have islands and swamps. So that is it for our box. Pretty tidy, pretty organized. I'm, you know, pretty excited about this. I went through it recently and like got rid of a bunch of stuff that like I bulked some stuff. I put some stuff that we decided we didn't want in like our binders that we want to trade, you know, when we are able to do that. But yeah, anyways, that was pretty much it for this Magic Storage and Collection video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!